So we're moving on to topic number 6. Again, my moderators are choosing all the videos this month. We're moving on to Mo's 6th topic. Today we're going to be talking about really nice cool weather warm and cozy fragrances. The ones that are used really nice for cuddling, stuff like that. So that's what we're going to be talking about today, 10 of those. So without further ado, let's get it. What's good, my great smelling dudes? Welcome back to my channel. Thank you guys so much for joining me for yet another one of Mo's topics. So again, Mo, my moderator, he chose a bunch of topics and I gave him the ideas of whatever he wanted to choose, and he chose a bunch of lists. So today we're going to be doing another one of those lists, which is going to be warm and cozy fragrances to wear during the cool weather. So I'm sticking around winter right now. I could have included a lot of fall fragrances like Wanted by Night, Angel Share, especially Angel Share, but I'm leaving those out until at least the new year because I've talked about them a lot lately. But so Mo wanted me to talk about some warm and cozy fragrances, ones that are great for cuddling if you're just laying on the couch watching a Christmas movie, whatever it is. I have 10, not 6, I have 10. I just added 4, forgot about that. So we're going to be talking about 10 fragrances that are great warm and cozy cuddling fragrances for the cool weather. So before we get into it, make sure to subscribe if you're not already. Comment below. Let me know what cuddling fragrances, warm and cozy fragrances you like. If you're just sitting around in the house next to the fire, what do you like to wear? With that said, also, if you want my videos sooner, make sure to hit the notification bell. We're going to get straight into it because, I got 10 fragrances. I spent too long on other videos talking beforehand, so we're going to get into it so the videos aren't too long. The first one, when you think of warm and cozy, this is always the one that comes to my head first. It's a cheaper fragrance. You can find it at most Burlingtons for $22, $22.50 to be exact. Banana Republic's Tobacco and Tonka Bean. This is a unisex fragrance. Can be worn pretty much all year round, to be honest with you. I wear it all year round, but it does shine in the cooler weather. Doesn't have the best performance. It's like 4 hours. But with that said, Tobacco and Tonka Bean is just that. It's tobacco Tonka Bean with this light fruitiness. It's almost like a plum, I believe. But it's tobacco that's not too heavy, and it's Tonka Bean mixed together. It's almost like a fruity Tonka Bean with a touch of tobacco. It's what the fragrance really smells like in a nutshell, and it's beautiful. It's super calming, it's super alluring, and that's what you want with a warm and cozy fragrance. Something that is semi-sweet, a little bit calming, where it's not going to be too in your face. If someone's hugging you or someone's like next to you, they don't want to be choked out. They want to... That's what a calming, warm, and cozy fragrance smells like. With that said, Tobacco and Tonka Bean, fantastic. You should definitely try it out. Definitely try it out. This one has surprised the shit out of me lately. I'm not joking because I got sent this by, I don't remember. This was a long time ago. And I tried out at least 6 times, and I couldn't get past the opening hour. To me, for a while, the opening hour on my skin, it just was not my style. I tried it out, I don't know if it was in the warm weather when I tried it out or whatnot, but I tried it out over the last 3 days. And I have to tell you, I still don't love the opening. It's still like very situational opening. And I never got the fact that it smelled like a Coke or a pop or a fizzy effervescent like soda until 3 days ago, 2 days ago, and 1 day ago when I tried it. I was like, holy shit. Roja Enigma, or what else is it called? Creation E Parfum Cologne. So I was sent this 15 milliliters, 10 milliliters, whatever it is, and I didn't like it that much. I thought it was very situational. I didn't hate it. I just thought it was very powdery, situational, and I didn't find it anything like a drink. And I still find that way in the opening. I still give it like a 7.5. But this time, I don't know if it's because of the cool weather, but it dried down faster. I took about 10 minutes, and I was directly into this kind of like warm, fizzy, creamy pop is what the fragrance reminds me of, like a creamy Pepsi or Coke. It's almost like a vanilla Coke, but not as like prominent. And it has like a herbaceous style almost background, almost like a sassafras kind of thing. I don't know, like almost like a root beer. But I'm definitely getting that pop, that effervescent fizzy pop, that vanilla that comes in, that slightly creamy woodiness. I'm definitely getting that mixture now. Don't know what it was originally, but super cuddly, still situational. And out of all of these fragrances, I think that I would probably choose this, like, personally, unless I sprayed it beforehand, like 20 minutes beforehand. I'd probably still choose this last on my list, but I know now I understand what people are talking about. I think I'm probably going to end up buying a bottle of it. Roja Enigma Parfum Cologne. Or, again, in Europe, it's called Creation E. The next one, I was debating between two. But I started getting more into this, even though I've had this for 3 years. This one is very similar to Whispers in the Library. This is All Saints Metal Wave. All Saints Metal Wave. A guy on YouTube sent me a bottle, and the bottle turned out to be a fake. And instead of me complaining about it, he just sent this to me. It was a really nice gesture, and I had to verify by going into Sephora that this was real. And it is, because they do sell it at Sephora, depending on what Sephora you're at. I also got Leather Skies, and Leather Skies is very nice fragrance as well. But Metal Wave, if you don't know what Whispers in the Library is, it's kind of like vanilla mixed with like the old pages of an old book, which kind of comes off just like a dusty woods. But it's powdery vanilla. It's a slight white floral, but it's a more calming vanilla scent. It's almost like a bedtime vanilla scent. It's very warm, cozy, but it can be worn fall, winter, spring. I wouldn't see myself wearing this in the summer, but if you're looking at something like Whispers in the Library, this is a very good option. If you're looking for something like that, that does something just a slight bit different. There might be a little bit of a leathery tone in this as well, but it's mostly that kind of powdered vanilla. Not too powdery though, which is what I like about it. It's kind of just like in the same realm as that. Memoirs of a Trespasser, and another fragrance I would have put on this list, but it still hasn't freaking arrived yet. It's supposed to be here tomorrow now. I was waiting until today to record it because I thought it was going to be here. It's Grand Soir. It's the best amber fragrance out there. That would have been number one on this list if I was doing like 10, 9, 8. That would have been number one on this list. Grand Soir, lavender. So it just as a heads up, it's lavender underneath this beautiful, smooth amber mixed together with vanilla. That's what the fragrance is in a nutshell. Super high quality, the best amber scent in existence. Anyway, so that's All Saints Metal Wave was my number 2. I really like that. Or you could go with Whispers in the Library, which some people like that a little bit better, and this is harder to find. The next one. This one is $300 designer private blend. Versace. This is the best sandalwood fragrance that I've ever tried. Not even joking. I know Newt just got it in too. He got a decan of it. I got this from D Homes. He has an eBay page where he sells a lot of really great decants. 2 of them I'm mentioning here. I will put his eBay page right here and then also in the description. Please go check him out because I'm telling you, he has great prices and the fragrances he has are amazing and some of them are really hard to find. This is Versace Atelier Santal Boise, or just Versace Santal Boise. The bottle's really cool too, but the highest quality sandalwood you can think of. It is almost like the dry down of Noir Ombre if you dialed that quality to 1,000. Mixed together with a little bit of vanilla and some woods. Obviously, there's that sandalwood, but there's some kind of cedar or something in here as well. And a slight bit of spice and almost like a cashmerean note. It's a little bit fizzy and effervescent, but for the most part, this is the highest quality sandalwood vanilla amber mixture I've ever smelled in my life. It is an amber backbone, just like it's almost like a 1,000 times higher quality version of Noir Ombre dry down if you took out the leather. But this is fantastic. Very, very, very freaking high quality. Really good, really creamy, cuddling fragrance for sure, warm and cozy. This you could probably wear all year because it has a little bit of a freshness to it as well. But for the most part, it's probably fall, winter, early spring. With that said, if you don't want to spend the $300 on that, I decided to put in one that I just tried from the same person. That is, again, D. Holmes. He just reached out to me and sent me a bunch of stuff, and this one is almost like a slightly lesser version, and I mean slightly. It's still very good, very high quality sandalwood. Has a little bit heavier of the woody tone to it, but still one of the highest quality sandalwoods for the price. This is Saint DuPont Noble Wood. When I heard the name, I did not expect to come into what I came into. This is almost a little bit more closer to unisex than what you get with Santal Boise. But this is a high quality amber. This is a high quality sandalwood. It's not as high quality as the Santal Boise, but you're also getting this for $48. I'm telling you, Saint DuPont Noble Wood is a 75% take on Santal Boise, just with its own little twist, a little bit more woody. It has a little bit less of more of a feminine vibe than that one. It's still going to be masculine, and it also has a little bit of a spicy tone to it as well. Noble Wood is fantastic. Amber, sandalwood. I don't know what, there's something else in it. It's like either a leather, but there is a spice, a little bit heavier on the woods, but it's still amber sandalwood heavy, and I absolutely love it. Very, very, very good fragrance. And it's, again, simplistic, but very nice. $48, you should definitely try it out. There's another one, I can't remember the name of it, but it's by Saint DuPont. It's also $48. I did a live stream on it the other day if you want to go check it out. It's basically this with incense, and I can't remember the name of it. But yeah, that's really good. Warm and cozy as well. When I think of warm and cozy and I think of a designer, what else do I think of outside of the one that I mentioned first, tobacco and Tonka bean? Dolce & Gabbana, the one eau de toilette. I always say it. This is that ginger, tobacco, amber fragrance that doesn't smell like the eau de parfum. It smells like a less rich, smoother, creamier, and lighter version of the eau de parfum. This is going to be one that I like to wear this in the morning, like all year round. Love the eau de toilette. I think that it's super soft, it's super creamy. It has that ginger tone in there, but it's mostly that really nice sensual amber mixed together with that tobacco and the ginger. Very beautiful fragrance, very soft. Doesn't last that long, but for warm and cozy, you don't need it for that long. This is great, and you can find it for really good prices now, under $40. But going into the next one, this one isn't talked about a lot. I think I talked about this once on my channel. I got this at Marshall's for $28. This is Mont Blanc Legend Night. I'm going to make this very quick. This is basically if you took the Armani Code Profumo and mixed it together with like Versace Eros. That's pretty much what this fragrance is. It has that kind of root beer vibe mixed together with that semi-powdery vanilla. It's not as powdery as Versace Eros, and it has a little bit of a green edge. It's the same. It's like 60% Profumo, 30% Versace Eros, and then like 10% its own little thing. A little bit of woods, but that is what this fragrance is in a nutshell. If you miss Code Profumo, go try this out. I mean, it's a really good option. It's warm, just like Code Profumo. I could have put that in this list. It's a warm and cozy root beer. I mean, that's what the fragrance smells like with the Code DNA, obviously. Going on the next one, this one's also discontinued, but still can be found around $100 or less, which designer prices are more than that nowadays, so you can't complain. This is Polo Red Extreme. I also have Polo Red Intense, which would go good with this, even the original Polo Red. A little bit more synthetic than that, but this is coffee and fruits, vanilla. That's what the fragrance is. It's like almost like if you got a really nice coffee and mixed it together with like a vanilla cappuccino. That's what the fragrance smells like. Oh, it's super alluring, man. It's super good. It's like my favorite coffee fragrance. Not even joking. I don't care. That's so good. It's like, it doesn't smell like roasted coffee per se. It smells more like a vanilla cappuccino. But, oh, and they made it so perfect that it doesn't smell too gourmand. It still smells like a fragrance, like that you could wear anywhere. This is great. Warm, cozy, cuddly, by the fire, cuddling with your significant other, naked, whatever you want to do. But anyway, going into the last two. So this one, I just did Imaginary Author St. Julep in my last video, but they also have one that is built for the winter. And this one is more along the lines of Leather Skies and Whispers, and not Whispers, Whispers in the Library. This is Imaginary Author's Memoir of a Trespasser. So this is going to be Madagascar vanilla, Gaiac wood, myrrh, bergamot, benzoin resin, ambrette seeds, and oak barrels. It is pretty much what you would expect if you had Whispers in the Library, which is that really nice calming vanilla. If you mix it together with a little bit of resins and darkened it up a bit with this woods. The Gaiac wood brings in like a nice darkness to it. That's pretty much what it is. It's just a dark, woody fragrance that has this nice soft vanilla underneath it. And even though dark, rich, you wouldn't expect that to be warm and cozy, but this does come off very, very warm and cozy. After, I think the opening 10 minutes is a little bit more situational when it comes to warm and cozy, but after 10 minutes, once that vanilla starts to creep in and you get that nice ambrette seed that pops in, gives a little bit of spice, it's beautiful. I mean, this is a very unique fragrance, one that is great for cuddling for sure. And then going into the last one, this is a brand new release this year. Again, sticking with the theme of a lot of vanilla fragrances here. Hugo Boss The Scent Magnetic. This is going to be a black vanilla husk, which is a unique vanilla that comes together with this kind of honey-like cereal that is Bran Absolute. And then you have that dark, fruity Maninka fruit that you get from the line. So it's kind of like a fruity honey cereal mixed together with a nice black vanilla husk, which just comes off like a dark, creamy vanilla. That's what the fragrance is in a nutshell, with a little bit of spice and woods. There is definitely woods in here. The notes aren't exact, but with that said, the black vanilla husk mixed together with the Maninka fruit really just pulls from the line. Not as powdery as the other ones in the line from the Maninka fruit, I mean. And I really enjoy this fragrance. This is very calm, very cuddly, very unique. And I think any girl that you'd be cuddling with, or if you're just sitting by a fire, it's a great scent to do. You could always, when I say fire, you could always do jazz club, by the fireplace, stuff like that. Those are great scents too. Mason Margiela, the entire Replica line you could pretty much wear. You could do Instant Crush. That's a great fragrance to wear warm and cozy as well. But let me know some of your favorite warm and cozy fragrances. And again, thank you guys so much for tuning in. I'll be back with another one. Peace out.